Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder
He's
calling
only the
herself
most famous
Savior.
and influential
She has
food
rose-colored
expert.
hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description.
Time for this. Guess it comes to this. Keep up if you can.
Guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Good citizens are asked to report persons matching 11 a.m. The Recreation and Leisure Committee would like to welcome all new visitors to the city. The Banquet of the Lord in the Glutton's Quarter is now open and serving brunch. Be sure to drop by and enjoy the guards are conducting a search for some of those calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Here at the bank. Hello, welcome. It is. Thank you. This city is known for its
best chefs.
Ma'am, is there something?
I hope so. Does this ring look...
Oh, yes! The woman was a wonderful cook indeed. Though the strange thing is, I never knew her by...
She may have assumed another name. Was the woman you knew beautiful enough to turn the head of...
Now, this is taking quite an odd turn. She was no doubt a very handsome woman, but very advanced in age. I suppose she must have been beautiful enough to turn heads once, but she was undeniably an old woman. Of course, we are all old now, that we don't age, but she must have been quite elderly already when time stopped for all of us.
An old woman? I suppose that can't be Lackley's lost fiancée. Where is she now?
I'm afraid I don't know. The lady, I believe she moved to Luxarian to live with the support of an old friend there.
Do you know how to reach her?
Unfortunately, I don't know that woman's name or anything else about her. I saw her. She was a young woman, and if I recall correctly, wearing a rather unusual hat. Perhaps she was her daughter.
I see. Lackley's ring ended up on the finger of a beautiful but old woman. So it's possible Filiana sold the ring. I'm not looking forward to telling Lackley.
Can't you find...
Tell me, are you the famous...
Possibly. I see. CD's restaurant.
So, will you help?
Oh, no. CD's restaurant? I'm afraid you will have to find someone else.
I can't persuade you?
Impossible. This city is overflowing. Right, my rule. I have an ironclad policy. I cannot help an establishment unless the owner approaches me directly.
You just made that up, didn't you? All right, can you do this for me? Just give me some advice now and I'll pass it along to the owner. You don't have to come to the restaurant at all.
That sounds reasonable. I mean, I'd hate to see a restaurant serving fried niblet hairballs go under. Except, if I give advice, I need to make sure that it is communicated accurately. And that means my messenger has to understand the instructions.
Well, I guess that...
Oh, you don't have to be a top chef. All you need is a discerning palate. Practically anyone can acquire.
I'm not sure what you mean by it.
Trust me when I say it can be. In fact, a tour of the best establishments of the Glutton's Quarters should do.
Oh, I can't do it.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Welcome. We have a pup. Our customers come here. We put a lot.
That was useful information, but you still have more to learn.
You want to get into the...
We have the trend. Welcome to the...
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Healthy eating from real vegetables. Come enjoy. Come enjoy. Even kids who vitamins and...
Light, I'm glad you're enjoying all the food, but I hope all these rich meals don't slow you down.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying
You found-
a weapon. Citizens are asked
Gordon
to report
Gourmet
persons
won't come to
matching
my
this description to the nearest security officer.
Welcome!
From the elegance of cocktails can be, everyone has their own preference.
You're gonna be a real food connoisseur by the time this is over. You just have 3 more restaurants.
Step right up!
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has
Our meat
rose-colored
is
hair
grilling and roast,
carrying
and we do that.
weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching the
2 more
description
places,
to the
like,
nearest security
Every one of our...
officer.
We get our seafood. A chef is even more.
Almost there, Light. You have 1 more restaurant left to visit.
I heard there were a lot of cats.
banquet of the Lord.
Palace guards are conducting a search
Visit
for
the restaurant.
intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying
at the
an
banquet.
enormous
Welcome.
weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest
When offering a
security
complaint,
officer.
one must always. I am constantly assessing our customers.
Well, you visited all the best restaurants.
Well, how...
I did what you suggested.
That is excellent. If Seedy's restaurant, you've eaten at Seedy's, I'd be interested to hear you.
Why? Is this...
Yes. Now tell me, what did all this...
Let me see. Everyone I spoke to...
Oh,
Well, it almost felt like they... In fact, I don't think they... Yes, that's it. It was unconscious. Like, I'd say the very...
what a wonderful deduction. It is as you say. And finding that something... In other words, if the restaurant does not already have a special something, then I simply...
Then what about CD's?
I can tell you this. The chef there already knows his secret. The talent is there to make that restaurant... Unfortunately for him, the secret spice that gives his dishes flair is extremely rare. He cannot secure supplies, and that is why he struggles. Let me be specific. Once upon a time, CD's recipes all featured the spice commonly known as civet musk. But then supplies dried up and the restaurant fell into a long...
You seem to know a lot about...
Well, a long time ago... Let's...
Fine by me. All I need to know is that if I can find this spice...
Yes, exactly. The problem is the spice is not easy to find. In fact, such a shame. All...
What do you say, Light? Do you feel like you've learned all there is to know?
Listening to scraps of advice from chefs won't make me an expert. Besides, most of what they told me was common sense, and they didn't tell me anything I hadn't heard before.
Maybe you should go back and talk to a real expert. Go to the banquet of the Lord and see what Gordon Gourmet has to say.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to
God's
report
power doesn't
persons
mean much
matching
in-
this description to the nearest security officer.
I guess you can eat.
If you're in the market...
Are they looking for the
Palace
promised
guards are
land?
conducting a search for the
warrior.
intruder. She has
You got...
Got a sword.
No, that's not what I'm after, you know?
Play with fire, you get burned. do it.
Persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Are conducting a search for the
excuse me there, young lady. Have you had anything stolen by a...
Yeah.
A young boy, was it? If I compensated you, would you be so good as to forget this?
You're sure it was this?
Yes, it could be.
Then maybe he should be punished.
You see, the poor boy has lost.
I've got plenty. He's not the first person in this world to lose.
Have you,
Maybe.
You haven't. I need you to give him this letter.
I'll do it.
We were both, and so he... Please, won't you give Pickett...
This is a broadcast from the Public Safety Office, Yusnan branch of the Order of Salvation. A warrant has been issued for the arrest of the woman calling herself the Savior. She is considered...
If you run, you'll end up being trapped. You need to fight.
Search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security.
Keep up if you can.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description.
You know all about her. Yes,
security officer.
everyone feels...
The actress playing the part of I really like this song. I hope I can find out how the rest of it.
Palace guards
Can
are
you play that
conducting a
again?
search for the
Oh,
intruder
hey.
calling
And just how
herself
did you-
the
Oh,
Savior.
well,
She
the
has
girl in black
rose-colored
told me.
hair and
She
is
said that if I
carrying an
played this
enormous
song...
weapon.
Lumina.
That's
Citizens
it.
are asked to report
Sure.
persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
What's so funny?
That's exactly what Luma... She said that if I played the first bit, you'd come over to talk to me. And then you'd be sure to ask me...
I'm guessing now I have to do...
Yep. Lumina said if you want to hear the whole song, you're gonna have to find the musical treasure. I've got a key that's supposed to open them all.
I'll play Lumina's little game, but not from...
Huh? Wait a sec.
I can't say.
All right, here's the key to the...
This is a broadcast from the public
Come in and...
office.
We've got the finest...
Come back soon.
She is armed and considered extreme. She has rose-colored hair.
Why don't you take a look at my... See something?
Yeah? I'm one of the guides. What is it?
I just got fired.
The Champion's Quarter.
Palace guards are conducting a
The
search for
slaughterhouse
the
opens
intruder
its doors
calling
to
herself
spectators and
Savior. She has rose-colored
pit of
hair
violence
and is
and
carrying
aggression.
an enormous weapon.
This is not the hour.
Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
What do you think you're playing at?
I did warn you that the use of my concoctions is not without risk.
Not without risk? I'm done with this. I wouldn't buy anything from this.
Did you really sell poison to that man?
Of course not. It was a fortifying brew with centuries of... Sadly, it appeared to disagree with that.
You're an alchemist, right?
That is the search for ultimate truth.
Mysteries of the
It is. Unfortunately, it is also...
Right. That explains...
This location certainly has proven they are desperate for...
Untested.
Perhaps you'd care to... You see, I've...
All right, I'm game. What do you expect it to do exactly?
It will lift your spirits, invigorate your soul, and protect you from hexes and ailments. If you are the kind of person, then this...
So I'm supposed to drink it during...
Yes. Please note that my... If you value your health, don't buy anything from that.